9 FM every second and fourth Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.
A very pleasant good morning to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the world by extension. Good morning to all those who are locked onto the street, 919 FM. Welcome once again to Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition with Empress Judy and Associates. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria, in this beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. This morning, I would like to welcome each and every one of you, the visitors who are here for our festival of Carnival. You know, that beautiful array of the parades of the band and the children and everyone, and all the activities that are being held. We wish you a safe and wonderful and most experienced time that you can share, because it's part of our culture, and culture is a part of our people. And in Trinidad and Tobago, we are the Mecca of Carnival. So wherever you are, where you came from this morning, whatever part of the world, I want to welcome you to Trinidad and Tobago, and do enjoy your stay and be safe. To our locals, to our loved ones here, I want to wish you safety, peace and love, and take care of the visitors, take care of yourselves and each other, so at the end we all can say we had a wonderful time, because you know everything is good until something happens, and you want to avoid incident and accidents. So mothers, pray for your children. Children, pray for yourselves. Family and loved ones, grandmom, let's pray for peace and safety for our children out there and everyone in our beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. For those of you who are hearing my voice for the first time, many times, person will say, Empress, I happened to be scrolling and I heard your voice, and I want to say it was really nice. And sometimes those people come the next day, or they make an appointment, and very soon they are there to enjoy what we offer at Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition. Now, I oftentimes tell my folks, people, my clients, I am not a herbalist. Herbal health is part of our healing. I'm a naturopathic specialist, specialized in healing of the human body. It doesn't matter what is your issue. God has blessed us with the wisdom, with the knowledge to take care of each other, because he said in his words that the herbs of the land was created for the healing of the nation. Those are the words of God. He said, above all things, he wishes us good health. That's why he provides in the fields of nature. And I really feel sorry when sometimes I see people saying, I don't believe in herbs, and you don't believe in God. Sorry to tell you, because God is not going to come down from heaven or the throne, wherever he resides, as we say in the heavens, and come directly and see about you. He blessed men and women, even boys and girls, with the knowledge. And you know, I was saying to somebody, sometimes we get into a taxi. I'll go local first. And sometimes we don't even know who is driving, especially the maxis these days. When you get into a maxis, you get in, you sit down, you may say good morning. Some people don't say morning anymore, but you know, I always say good morning to everyone, and I sit, and we travel. And it's sometimes only when you're on your way out, or you're going to pay the driver, you will, hey, is this a lady? You didn't even recognize that. I say this to say, we entrust our lives with people driving us along the way that we don't even know. We got on an airplane, we don't even know who. We might hear the pilot or the assistant pilot saying, you know, about the flight and welcome, and you don't even know who is driving you. And you entrust your lives for miles and thousands of miles, and they take you to where you need to go. But persons who God has blessed, some of you have your mistrust, and but I ain't going and take no. That is your downfall, because you're going to lose your loved one. Many times we have seen where people have failed miserably to turn to the Word of God. That is why, again, in the Word of God, I repeat every week, man prefer to follow traditions of men rather than the Word of God. Those words came from the scriptures of the Bible that we all, most of you who are listening, adhere to, and even those of you who may not be Christians, whatever religious group you come from, you know about nature. We grew up in this beautiful tropical Caribbean, not only in Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana. Well, Guyana is not part of the Caribbean, but it is one of the people who come around and they know a lot about herbal health, right? We have Barbados, we have Grenada, don't talk about my beautiful island, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good morning to the folks out there at Union Island. The Akis, the Adams, the Sylvester family, the Wilson family, and all other families representing. Just call a few. St. Lucia, Martinique, all these beautiful Dominica, all these beautiful places. Caribbean, we know about the herbs. Jamaica, about the herbs of the land, because it came from the one and only God of creation. What man do we replant? And God bless us with the wisdom, and we use the supplements to help each other. I always tell you, I grew up in the countryside. Good morning to the folks on the Maruga Road. Donna, I know you might be listening, some of you, and you want me to share the live, but you'll have to get it after. I'll have to send that link to you all, because I can't do it. I can't multitask, and I'm not seeing it here. And Princess isn't here with me this morning. Princess went to the Cambole, so she is still sleeping, which is okay. Cambole is once a year. So, you know, well, at least twice a year, because we have Emancipation and we have Carnival Friday. But she went there. I and all visited, but I left a bit earlier to get some sleep, so I could come here and bring this message to you folks who look out. Because when I don't come, my phone ring off the hook. Empress, you are listening. I want you to listen and adhere to the call of healing. So those of you folks who always join me on the live, I will be sending the link when I come off, when I have the time to send it to you all. I'll send it to you. So my apologies this morning. Those of you who knows the link, and you can go on, you can go live on the Street 919 FM Facebook page, and possibly you might get it on YouTube. All right? So I'm here alone this morning, but I'm alone, but I'm not lonely. God is with me, and I really appreciate all you folks who always call, who always refer somebody to Nature's Touch. And I want to encourage you, stop putting off your health and say this time and that time, and I will do it the next time, because your body wouldn't wait on you. Because when you fail miserably to timely take care of your health, you pay with your life. And before you die, you suffer tremendously in and out of the hospital before you pass on. When you could have turned to the Word of God, where God told you in His Word, in the book of Revelation, that the herbs of the land was created for the healing of the nation, meaning you and I, and all living things. Because I oftentimes tells you, I see the birds swoop down, and it's not always the birds going to get worm. The birds eat the grass. I see the cats. Sometimes you see a cat moving what we call locally cargo, looking sick. And next day or two, you see they will pass out the fecal matter, and you will see the grass in it. They did the cleanse. They remove the waste from the body. The dogs will do the same. But human, I don't know, we're supposed to be the most intelligent being, but something is wrong with us. I want to urge those of you who know the ways of nature, do not turn away from it and choose otherwise. Choose God's way and not man's way, because man's way will only lead you to your grave. This morning, I want to speak a bit about the feet. Now, we have been, all week, people have been partying and having good time, prancing, jumping, using these feet. Some of us don't even understand what our foot or feet do, the function of the feet. And then we have a lot of issues that occur with the feet when you do not take care of the feet. People tend to walk barefooted, and they do a lot of things, and they walk in places and they become infected. Now, there's sometimes it's called grounding, but you have to choose a nice, clean place, grass, certain place that people are not using to get your grounding. So running around in the street or in your backyard that may be filled with toxic waste because of the environmental way how we operate may cause you to get tapeworm, and there are a lot of things that could happen to you when you mash certain things, right? And you don't understand this. You damage your feet when they are perked with bottles and sticks and all these things. We damage because, as in the ways of reflexology, our feet holds all the organs of the body system are connected there via the sole of your feet. You hear the word, your soul. And your soul is a very important part of your life. And when your soul is not good with God, you're in trouble. And when your foot is not good, it gives you hell. That is the way, that's a transportation. It does a lot of things. So this morning I want to give you some information about the feet and some of the issues that we have with the feet. Remember, you are listening to Nature's Touch, Massage Therapy and Nutrition with Empress Judy and Associates. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria, in beautiful Trinidad and Tobago. So those visitors, those of you who have your loved ones who came into our beautiful island, some of them may be persons who are born here and they grew up in the United States and in the UK and in other Caribbean islands. Some of them may be coming in who have been born across there, but you are related to them. Do not let your loved one go home. In fact, tomorrow, God's willing, at Nature's Touch, those of you who are celebrating Valentine's Day, don't let your loved ones cut your bed sheet. Sometimes the feet are so rough because you allow dead skin cells to build up. There are people who take good care of their feet. And even though you clean your feet and the feet looks nice and clean underneath, there are functions of the feet that needs to be taken care of. Because when you functioning externally, internally, there are things that are taking place quietly until they're ready to tackle you. And you feel everything is good until. There are a lot of times persons will come to Nature's Touch, and sometimes they didn't come even to take care of themselves. They come with a loved one who they feel is having an issue. And most of the time they are worse than that person that they brought along. But what happened to the human being? We respond to disease and illness differently. There are persons whose body will have issues because they are functioning and they are moving around. They wouldn't feel the pain compared to somebody whose mobility is less. Now we have loved ones visiting. We have you. We have this tomorrow, God's willing. It is Valentine's Day. Today is Friday the 13th. Tomorrow is the 14th of February, the love day. Make that day. Some of you say, I don't believe in the day, but use the day for something good. Even though you don't believe in it, use it for something good. It is a day, you have your own way of believing and understanding, but use it for something beneficial to your health. Those of you, come on down to Nature's Touch. Tomorrow, God's willing, we are open from 7 a.m. and get yourself with the most outstanding, the most healthy, the best spa you will ever have. The Empress Exotic Citrus Fruit Feet Spa. You hear the word fruits? And it's filled with essential oils and mineral salts. And when you remove your feet from that spa, it lightens you. You know, I had a client that came in last week and he was very sick. Very sick. When the gentleman come, you could see his face with pain. He has been sick since the month of April. And they took him to all the doctors. I'm not saying, you know, when I use the word, when you have sickness, the first thing you think about is going to your doctor. That's what you know. You could only do what you know. So his children took him, and he has been going and going, but he's getting worse and he's getting worse. And somebody told him about Nature's Touch. And when we saw the gentleman, he was really looking sick. And that gentleman, when he left Nature's Touch this first day, without even taking a supplement, he did this spa therapy. And I did some massage with him on the bed to rejuvenate his blood flow, blood circulation. When your blood is being impeded and the function cannot be done because of impediments of clots, and your blood is too thick in your body system, your body is filled with waste. That gentleman said to me the last time he had a cleanse done when he was age 12 that his mother gave him. And after that, he started growing. He never took one again. And he's age 72. So that's 60 years of garbage in his body system. 60 years. And we live and we eat and we drink and we work and we have fun and we do all the things in life. And when we slow down, when we no longer work again, when you come retire now, these days people get sick even more because of the chemicals that are in the atmosphere and in the foods and in the water. The world is filled with chemicals. So young people become sick even more now. But when you have a good foundation, because his mother started him on a good foundation, but he dropped the ball as many of you have done. He dropped the ball and he ended up being very sick and being diagnosed with cancer. And then the doctor said, but it's strange because they're doing everything, but they cannot determine and say directly because something is missing. You know what was missing? His gut health. He had an unhealthy gut, colon overloaded on the walls of the colon, filled with toxic waste. The small intestine unable to absorb. That's where absorption of nutrients take place. And when you have 60 years of garbage blocking, you will feel the pain, swelling of the feet, distended stomach, mouth feeling bitter, spitting like he's a pregnant woman, as he said. And I spoke with him yesterday. He said, Empress, I got up and he said, I never felt energized like I felt. Sunday, he said, was the first time in months he was able to have 3 square meals. And he's taking a supplement. And he's on the way to good and excellent health. I see Sherry's on the live. Good morning, Sherry. Thank you for locking us down on the Street 919 FM. She's saying, where is Princess today? Princess is in her bed. Princess went to Cambole, reenactment of the Cambole, and she is taking a rest, you know. But it's nice that she visited our culture to understand from slavery to where we are today, which is good. So good morning to all the folks who visited that place on the Piccadilly on the Greens this morning. Take a time out from sleeping in your beds or out there 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, like I did. But I left there just about a little after 4 and get back in to have a rest. I've seen the Cambole many, many times already. So Princess stayed on and she took some time and enjoy, which is good for our history to understand where we were and where we are today as a people. As we continue with the program, I want to endorse, I want to encourage you people. Do not stray away from God's word and do your own thing. Because that gentleman could have said no. And he have one of his relatives asking, could Empress take care of my back? I have a back that has been aching me for years. And I said, yes, you can bring him along. And everybody else. Because I know when you walk through the doors of nature's touch, you will no longer be that same sick person. You will be on the way to good and excellent health. As we continue the program, I want to encourage you people. Take care of your health. Your health is the #1 priority. Many times you would say, okay, Empress, people would call and they'll get the information and then they will, well, okay, Empress, I will come. Some never come, some do. And when the ones who come along, they will always say, Empress, my greatest regret is not coming here before. And it don't take you long, but what happened? It's a process. That's why it's called a therapy. You cannot be having the body go under all that pressure for years and years and then expect a magic. We don't do magic. We do a therapy, a health therapy, that every single time you come along, you are on the way to good health. If you continue, you will, because your God, your Creator, knows every part of you. Even before you were born, He knew what will happen to you, because He is the Creator of life. Women bring forth children, and we take care of them, but God is the Creator of life. And He knows the smallest atom in your body, the smallest cell. And He's not going to make magic from heaven and say, get this one well, get that one well. He placed the herbs in the land for your healing. He blessed persons like myself who do with our natural hands. You have been blessed. There are people who came in with back pain, couldn't even touch their toes. They couldn't bend their back. pain, pain, pain. And when you damage that nerves, that sciatica nerves and all these things that happen to you, and you say, oh God, Empress, this time I have to do surgery. And I don't want to do surgery because I don't want to lie down for some weeks or months while in my bed. As I come to you, and the person will leave on the way to good and excellent health, because we have been blessed by the creator of life to do what we do. I can't do anything on my own. My workers, we can't do anything on our own. We work with the spirit of the creator of life. This morning, I want to speak about the feet. Give you some information, because some of you have foot and feet and you don't even know what it does. You just think that my foot carry me where I want to go. You don't know how important your feet is to you, to your body. So then I see people walking in the street with swollen feet, like they want to burst through the skin. And I pity them. I said, have not this person heard about nature's touch? Oh God, how could you do this to yourself? And it's not to say it's swollen for 2 days, you know. It's ongoing and going and going, and you just dragging and you're in pain. And you continue. There are persons with ulcers on their feet, suffering for years and years and years, because your internal setting of your body is unhealthy. So even though when you dress it and it heals for a little while, it will burst out again because you have not dealt with the root cause of the problem, which is getting the feet back in working order. Understand what I'm saying to you? You have not done justice to yourself. So even though you put some healing creams on your feet, it will close up for a while. But internally, it will come again because the blood isn't able to flow through. You have inflammation, you have blockages in there, and then therefore it will burst out again and you will end up with a problem. And then you say all kind of things. But I want you to know, the way to healing is cleansing of the human body. Tomorrow, God's willing, at Nature's Touch, I want you folks to call me after the program. You can call now on the landline, which is our office number, 241-7568. That's 241-7568. Call that number and book yourself for tomorrow's special. For the feet spa and the most amazing feet massage. Soothing, healing. You feel light, you feel good. Don't go out there in the streets and have fun, and then you have to be in the hospital after with pain and discomfort, and then you go and flood the hospital and you quarrel with the nurses and the doctors and you hate them because when you are not attended to timely, because everyone has an emergency. But let me tell you something. There are other things that are more urgent, like people with a heart attack, chest pain, bleeding. You know, and there are a lot of things that are more important than a foot pain. When you go to the hospital, which is true, somebody have an asthma attack, they can't leave you to see about your foot that is swollen and leave the patient, and you don't understand these things. I'm not making excuses. I've been in the system, and I know how it works. And we wait until our back is against the wall, and we rush up to the hospital, and then we hate the people who work there. I'm not saying everybody is 100%, but when we don't listen to a program like this and we wait until we become sick and we rush off expecting to be taken care of and it doesn't happen, you are disappointed and you come disgruntled and you show hate to another human being because that human being is supposed to overwork himself and get sick too to take care of you. I want you all to understand your health is your #1 priority, which means first thing before anything else. You can't go to work if you're not well. You can't take care of your husband or your wife if you are not well, or your mom or your dad. Anybody who are your dependent, you cannot take care of them to the best way because why? You are sick, you are in pain. You can't say, oh God, maybe later, when I'm feeling better, because you fail miserably to take care of your health. So this morning I want to speak a bit about the foot, give you some information, and we are on tomorrow, God's willing, with the love, with the feet. Take care of your health. Give yourself a gift, a Valentine gift of love by coming on down to Nature's Touch and taking care of your feet. Is very reasonable. And in that feet special, you will get a free bottle of colon cleanse. And you might just be lucky to get a nice non-alcoholic bottle of wine, red wine. All right? And it's very reasonable. You call and you can get that information. Those of you who wish to call my phone after, this is the phone I have here. you can call the numbers or send a message. Empress, I listen to your program. I would like to be there tomorrow, God's willing, to take care of my feet, understanding what you said about your feet. Leave your name, or you can leave a message. I will call you back on the WhatsApp. Don't call the phone straight right now. If you call, just hang up. But do not stay. I will not be able to speak to you right now. You can call the office number at 241-7568 or 398-8282 or WhatsApp a message. There are many ways. You can leave a voice note. You can leave a text message, or you can call after the program. Book yourself for tomorrow's special. All right? And ensure that you and your loved ones are on the way to good health. So when you're going to buy all the beautiful things for Valentine's Day, and then your loved one becomes sick, but they can't even enjoy the perfume, they can't even enjoy the cell phone, or whatever gift you buy for them, the cake, and all these things. Nothing is wrong with that. But spare a bit of your money to ensure that your loved one will be with you for many years to come. When you come on down to Nature's Touch tomorrow, God's willing, on Valentine's Day, before you go out and have a nice time in the evening or the night or dinner, or even a lime carnival, lime or some, whatever is your occasion, whatever is your lifestyle, before you go there, come on down in the morning, God's willing, and enjoy the Empress Exotic Citrus Fruit Feet Detox Spa and our most amazing feet massage, which takes place with our a mixture of essential oil that leave you feeling great. And not only feeling great, but you will be on the way to good and excellent health. Let me continue the program with the information that I said I will give to you. It's 10:31 and counting. I'll be out of here at 10:55, which is 5 minutes to 11. So I have some time with you still. So it says that the feet act as the body's foundation and shock absorbers, supporting total body weight while enabling mobility through walking, running, and jumping. They provide essential balance, stability, and sensory feedback, adapting to uneven surfaces. Composed of 26 bones and 33 joints, they function as a complex, resilient system that distributes force through the musculoskeletal chain. The key function of the human feet include support and structure, serving as the foundation for the entire body's weight, locomotion and propulsion, facilitating walking, running, and jumping with the toes, providing the final push-off. Shock absorption, acting as a spring-like mechanism that cushions the impact of each step, reducing stress on the knees, hips, and back. Balance and stability, meaning keeping you stable, providing sensory input to the brain to maintain posture on various, sometimes uneven terrain. Like people who will climb mountains, people will be going up an incline, and you're walking, it supports when your feet is walking well. Structure. Each foot contains 26 bones, 1/4 of the total bones in the body, 33 joints, and over 100 muscles, tendons, and ligaments that work together to provide both flexibility and rigid support. So you see, you got some information about your feet there. So let's not take your foot for granted and well, I tell my little old foot there, and you know how we tend to downplay our feet, right? We think that it's just take you wrong and you treat it bad. It's just like your vehicle. If you don't take care of your vehicle, your tires, your wheel, your steering wheel, and all, your car wouldn't take you to the place you need to go. Change your brakes pad. Ensure that everything is in working order. It would not take you to point A to point Z or Y because you have failed. It's the same way when we do not take care of our body. This morning we're speaking about the feet. It fails you. Maybe sometimes we become injured and we don't take the proper care of it. We leave it and say, I just bounced my foot. And you leave it and it undermines and end up with issues that is long lasting. And I want you all to understand that your body was made by your Creator for you to enjoy, not for you to abuse And that's what we do as a people. We abuse our body system. And when it becomes damaged, we find ourselves in problems. I want you people out there, stop taking yourself for granted. Out of millions of sperm cells, you became that you. God bless you with life. Don't take yourself for granted. I just a man, I just a boy. You are unique. There's no one like you on this planet Earth. Every one of us are uniquely made, beautifully made. Despite what other person may see you as in their eyes, God has chosen you to be part of this world. And he blessed you with a body. We are stewards of our body. That's why he made people like myself and many millions, doctors, nurses, naturopathic practitioners, naturopathic specialists, whatever the name. We bring you information about taking care of your health. The choice is yours to choose the best for you. Because you were born with a brain, just like everybody else. And those of us who might have relatives or other people who may not be, functioning at the optimum level, you are there to help. We are all there to lend help to each other, understanding. So those of you who know better, do better. Encourage your loved ones to take care of themselves. We're speaking about the feet. The feet is important. For carnival, you'll be walking miles and miles all over, overusing the feet. Remember to wear good footwear. Don't use something because it's a style, and then your foot squeezing you, you're damaging your toes. You get corn and you get ulcers, and you keep the feet from breathing, and then the blood cannot circulate, and then you end up with problems. Free those feet. But you know what? The first thing to do, come on down to Nature's Touch. Tomorrow, God's willing, we are there for you at Nature's Touch to take care of those feet. When you leave, you will never forget us. You will always remember, and you will be referring persons. So come on down. It doesn't matter what you are experiencing. Those of you who have varicose vein mining, and I had to tell a lady someday, I said, that's just a name. You have a name, I have a name, but we are human. I said the name varicose vein. What do you think happened to the veins? I said nothing is wrong with your vein, You have been functioning all your life with your vein. When your blood has become very thick and it cannot pass through the space, which is a vein, it will be twisted. It will damage the vein because something is pushing against it. That's not the way it was made to function. So when your blood, which has become very thick, pushes its way to go to supply the body part, that's speaking about the feet, it has to go to the toes and the nails and under the sole of the feet and the other parts of the foot and the bones and the structure of your feet. And it can't do the job. That's why you end up with problems. When your blood is too thick, that's why we are giving you the colon cleanse to clean the body structure. So you are getting that bottle absolutely free. That is your gift of health to you on a love day. That costs hundreds of dollars. And we are giving that gift to you, that bottle of cleanse. It is not only for the colon, it's the blood. It cleans your stomach, the digestive health of the body. That's the freedom supplement. It frees you because you could have the best supplement in the world. You could buy the most important supplement you think is the best with all the big name. And your body is filled with toxic waste. You are spinning top in mud. You're wasting it because it will go to waste. You know why? Because your body will not be able to absorb it. Your small intestine is where absorption of nutrients takes place. It will refuse it because it cannot pass through because there are blockages. Understand what I'm saying to you? A lot of us like to run and buy this, and I'm buying this, and I'm buying that, and I'm buying this supplement. I said to people, after you cleanse your body system, then your body will be able to absorb some of the things that you're putting into it. But imagine your body is filled with waste, blocking. Could you drive your car out your garage and there's a big truck blocking it? Or out of your street and a big truck or a bus or anything? Or a tree fell in the way? Could you just drive your vehicle through it? It's the same thing applies. Could you walk through your door if you don't open your door? You're going to damage yourself. You may get cut if your glass is, your door is made from glass. If it's wood, you will get damaged again because that's not the way it was made to operate. In order that your body function at the optimum level, as it has been designed to by your Creator, He gave you the herbs of the land. You need to clean the body system, and then you put good things into it. A lot of time people say to me, Empress, I ain't eating this again. I say, have you cleansed the body? Well, no. When last did you do a cleanse? Well, I can't remember. Well, you're wasting time. Continue to eat your garbage then. Because you're going to put good things in your body, which will only pass out as waste. So when you stop eating all certain things you feel it's not good for you, and you feel that you just stop, you have not emptied your garbage bin. You just change the area of your kitchen or wherever you used to put the bin. If it used to be in the left cupboard, you put it in the right cupboard now. Well, continue to harbor disease and illness in your body system. When you do things like that, you must cleanse the body system, and then when you take things, it will work for you. Removal of waste product, removal of toxic waste, poisonous waste that cause disease and illness. Many times people feel, you wake up one morning and you are diabetic. You feel it's just so you become diabetic. And not because your mother or father has diabetes, you are diabetic. It is because of your lifestyle. You grew up in a home with your mom and dad, and you know about eating and drinking certain things, and you continue it in your life. You take it to your new home with your new wife. You say to your wife or your husband, my mother used to give me this, and you continue, not recognizing that whatever you have been consuming is the cause of your diabetes. What you have been consuming is the cause of your cancer. What you have been consuming is the cause of your hypertension, your kidney damage, your liver disease, and that's the name of few. Your arthritis pain, because inflammation in the bone and in the joints, rheumatoid arthritis, which is the joints, and osteoarthritis. We have many arthritis, but these are the two ones that attack people in the feet, in the bones of your body. And then you have issues, and you blame somebody, and then you say, my mother have it. Well, why you don't give your mother your PIN number, let her go in the bank and take out your money free? We always want to say somebody caused us something. Now, I always tell people, there are things that are genetic, which you could say, yes. Sometimes we have persons which we call cross-eye in a family. You see a child or two or a grandchild, and you say, hey, he has an eye just like his granddad. That is genetic. That's a hereditary factor. You may have people with certain bone structures, or they built the same way, or a lot of family either very slim, or either they big the same way. You say this, and sometimes again that is because of the lifestyle to it. But there are people who have what we call big bone, and there are people who are very tiny. And you could see it from a family lifestyle. A grandmom was very slim, her son slim, and now you come and make a daughter or a son, they continue the same way. And then there are persons who are big in body size, and you say, oh gosh, he is just like his grandmother, or his granddad, or he's just like his aunt, because it's family and genes. But disease and illness of your lifestyle from accumulating waste in the body over the years is not to be blamed by a mom or a dad who have it. Let's get it right today. You, if you recognize something in your family that you all have been doing, and you recognize, hey, you know what? Nobody taught me to clean my body system. In my family, I never hear my mother say she taking a cleanse, or cleaning of her body system, or going and get a massage. Let me go and do one for myself, and you will see you be the game changer in your family. Remember, those of you are listening to Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria, in this beautiful, beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, located in the heart of the tropical Caribbean. And I want you all to remember, we don't make joke at Nature's Touch. When you come to us, we give you the best health care ever. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Jordan. It's always a pleasure to see and hear you, my dear people. Always keep contact with us. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Springer. Oh dear, I always forget, in Arena Road. That's in the east. Good morning to you folks. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Jennifer. Good morning to my dearest Mr. and Mrs. South Oropuch. Love to you all and your loved ones. Remember to spread the good news of good health. Good morning to Miss Anne-Marie and her children. Blessings and love to you all out there. Good morning to everyone, wherever you are. If I miss you, I don't have all the time to say hello, but my heart is with you. Love to you all. Good morning, Mr. Adam. It's always a pleasure. Good morning to Mr. Hollis. You all keep well. To all the gentlemen, to all the ladies, to all the children. Good morning to Olivia, a little girl that comes to Nature's Touch. Good morning to every one of you. Love to you all. So we have lots of foot issues, range from temporary discomfort to chronic conditions caused by injury, improper footwear, or underlying medical condition. Because each feet contains 26 bones and 33 joints, they are susceptible to a wide variety of problems. Here are some of the most common issues that affect the feet, categorized by type. Common pain and structural condition. Plantar, you know, you have this problem with the plantar, the feet. Fasciitis, the most common cause of heel pain. Yes, is a heel pain. This involves inflammation of the tissues, and running across the bottom of the foot is often characterized by sharp pain, particularly with the first steps in the morning. When you wake up and you put your foot down, you're in pain. Okay? Then we have bunions, a bony bump that forms on the joint at the base of the big toe, often forcing it to turn inward. And long ago, you used to see a lot of people with bunions. I remember that well. Then we have hammer toe, a deformity where one or more toes bend downward, often caused by muscle imbalances or wearing tight, narrowed shoes. And I know a lot of people for style buy shoes that are too tight, and then you are in hell. That is called hammer toe, right? Then we have one called metatarsalgia, a painful burning condition that causes inflammation in the ball of the foot, often described as feeling like you are walking on a stone. Again, that's a burning condition, painful condition that causes inflammation in the ball of the foot, often described as feeling like you are walking on a stone. Flat feet, fallen arches, the collapse of the arches causing the entire sole to touch the ground, which can lead to strain and pain. Long ago, you couldn't get into the police service if you didn't have an arch in your foot. When your foot flat, they wouldn't have taken you, because when you have to go on parades, you will fall. You will not be able to stand. So you couldn't get into those like the military and the police service with a foot like that. Right? Nowadays, it might have changed, but I know for a fact that was one of the things, because you are not getting proper balance. Okay? Then we have another one, which is called Morton's neuroma, which is a painful condition where a nerve between the toes, usually the third and the fourth, becomes irritated and thickens. Then we have Achilles tendonitis, inflammation of the tendon connecting the calf muscles to the heel bone, often caused by overuse in runners or athletes. Heel spurs, a bony growth that can develop in the heel, often linked to long-term strain, and in some cases, plantar fasciitis. Okay? Then we have skin and nail problem, athlete's foot, a common fungal infection that causes itching and burning, redness and cracked skin, typically between the toes, which we used to call, there was a name, I forget the name, we used to call it long ago, you know. But toes used to get white in the middle, and that's sometimes when you step into dirty water, a fungal sort of something, you go and you put your foot in dirty water and it become infected, and then you have itching between the toes. It used to get white and then red, sometimes it bleed, and you have to use certain things to get it out and clean the body system as well. Then we have ingrown toenails, a painful condition where the nail grows into the surrounding skin, often caused by improper trimming or tight footwear. We have corns and calluses, which are very common. Thickened, hardened layers of skin that develop in response to friction or pressure, frequently caused by ill-fitting shoes. Blisters, fluid-filled pockets that form from friction or chafing, commonly seen after walking or running for long periods. So in order that some of you avoid blistering of the foot after moving around, come on down to Nature Set before you start your Juve Lime and all the things that will be happening this weekend until Ash Wednesday. Because when Trini start, it don't stop. You're from the Dodon crew. Good morning to Donna and the Dodon crew out there in Maruga Road. That's 5th Company Branch Road. I call them the Dodon crew, because the Dodon It's go on and on. And there are many persons like that. When you're fretting, you're fretting. What I'm saying to you all, take care of your feet. Your entire body, but we're speaking about the feet, because the feet is where you're going to don in sneakers and in all kinds of shoes and go out there in boots. The masqueraders, all of you who are going out there, do not go until you come on down to nature's touch and get those feet sorted out tomorrow, God's willing. We are open from 7 a.m. Loved ones, mothers, you are listening, tell your daughter, listen, I'm going to give you a gift, a Valentine's gift. Valentine's gift doesn't have to come from a man or a woman like a lover. It could come from a husband and a wife. It could come from a brother or sister, a loved one, a good friend. You can say, hey, I love you. Go and buy Empress and take care of your feet. I'm giving you a gift of love. And when you give a gift of love, it is for all times. Taking care of that person, securing that person to live longer with you. Because remember, our God in his mercy said that the time frame for mankind is 70, which is age 70. And if by reason of strength you continue, understand what that means. Reason of strength means if you take care of yourself, you'll be strengthened to stay longer on the planet Earth. But you must do what is right. You cannot want to feel well and not take care of your health the proper way. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you do that, call me after the program on the numbers 398-8282 or call the office number right now, 241-7568, or send me a message. I have this about 4 more minutes into the program. Remember, tomorrow, God's willing, we are having that special on the feet. Come on down to Nature's Touch and take care of that feet. Call us. Do the Empress Exotic Citrus Fruit Feet Detox Spa, which is amazing, amazing, followed by our soothing, healing feet massage. I can't think of anybody who should refuse an offer like that. And you know, that's not all. After you have your little fun, you will have your bottle of colon cleanse, and then you take it over the weekend, however your life is, and go back out to your work, go back to your country and live. Remove all those waste products, because you eat and drink so many things out there that are unhealthy for the body that you're already not taking care of. And when you pour more, there's a saying that goes like this: is the last straw that breaks the camel's back. Do not be that person to end up in the hospital after you had good time, or you're in pain if you didn't end up in the hospital lying on a bed with problems, not only with the feet, but other body parts. When you overload it, when your digestive system, you got acid reflux, you got burning in the stomach, and you have all these issues, you become constipated because you ate so hurry, you didn't get time, you didn't eat chew properly, you didn't drink enough water. Remember to keep hydrated, hydrate the body. Do not become dehydrated. Drink a lot of water. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. That means you already start to be dehydrated. Do not wait until you're feeling thirsty to run to drink water. You're out there, the place is very hot. We are happy for the nice sunshine, but it draws from you. Drink a lot of water. Be safe, my people. I'm counting on the time. I only have 2 more minutes in the program. I want you all to take care of your life, love one another. If somebody's out there and they have an issue, help them genuinely, take care of them. And at the end, let us all say we had a wonderful time. We took care of somebody. Let your life be rewarding. Let somebody bless you with and pray for you. Love one another. Take care of yourselves. Everyone in Trinidad and Tobago, whoever you might be. Blessings and love to you. The police officers who are out there working, the soldiers, you all are out there. You are a human being before you are even those professions. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people you have been paid to do. Protect and serve. Love one another as God wants us to love one another. You people out there, you have a responsibility to take care of yourself and ensure you do the right thing in keeping with the law. We all have a role to play. Take care of yourselves, love one another, and love yourself most of all. And counting down the seconds, I have just about 1 more minute into the program. Yes, it's 10:54 and counting. Remember, we are Nature's Touch. I'm Empress Judy. Call me after the program. Send me a message. And ensure that tomorrow, God's willing, you are there to take care of your health. Encourage somebody to come. It doesn't matter what age you are. It could be a child going out there. We take these children. We do everybody from 0 to a million years of age. You are welcome at Nature's Touch because it's God's way, nature's way. And I want you all to understand that we do what God has instructed us to do, not mankind, because our belief and our love is of God. To you, our people, take care of your health. I'm counting the seconds, my eyes on the clock. Have a good one, be safe. Love to you. I await those calls. We are open from 7 in the morning. Call us and ensure that you and your loved ones are on the way to good health. Thank you all for tuning into the Street 919 FM. I'm Empress Judy. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Boy, I get in an accident a while ago. I was in traffic and my car get bounced from behind.
Well, then they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well, the insurance company go fix it up.
Fix up? Huh? I make my claim the next day. And up to now, I can't hear from the insurance company. I need my car fixed.
Look, you better go to the Financial Services Ombudsman. I'm sure they can help.
Yeah, I'm going to check them now.
To resolve a complaint with your insurance company, bank, or non-bank financial institution, contact the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman at 800-4FSO or visit www.ofso.org.tt. We can help, and our services are free.
This is Rep Your District, brought to you by District TT Media, a soul-stirring television series celebrating the heartbeat of Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Each story we tell is woven with the threads of tradition and innovation, shaping the future of Trinidad and Tobago's creative industry and beyond.
Now airing exclusively on Vibes TV, streaming in St. Martin, Guyana, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Eustatius.
Tap into our platforms. Join the movement. Rep Your District, where Caribbean culture comes alive.
Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition and Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan invites you to join us live on the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Friday morning